We're getting close. 10 seconds.
Happy trials.
How about a heart check?
6, 5,
Beating a little fast there, isn't it?
3.
In order for some rides to work, you must consciously think that you are riding them.
Twinkle, twinkle, I'm a star. Watch me, I'll go very far.
Everything sounds better with the IMT Pain mic.
Twinkle, twinkle, I'm a star.
One button, T-Pain effect. Record, playback, download, and share.
All I gotta do is put my heart into it. Boom!
I am T-Pain, and I approve this message.
Boom!
That chick from 7th Heaven.
Yo, when she's in heaven, that doesn't even rhyme.
Then check this out, bitch. Duncan Hines.
Hey everybody, I'm the Loud House Critic, one guy with 1,000 views and all the episodes I must review. So now that I've got all the Tooling and Loud episodes out of the way, now it's time for me to actually do some request episodes. But gladly this wasn't too much of a request for me to review it in January, because this was my decision to actually request this episode in January, because we just started the new year a few weeks ago, and every kind of new year starts off with a party, and when there's a party, there's always a dance. And with that being said, Dance Dance Resolution, the 43rd episode of Season 1 of The Loud House. You know, every time when I hear that title, it kind of reminds me of a game I love playing so much called Dance Revolution. You know, when I first watched this episode, I thought it was going to be really boring because I didn't know exactly what the hell was going to go on with this one. I thought it was going to be something kind of like Party Down, but unfortunately, no, that's not what it's like. But however, this episode did manage to make it on my top favorite 7 Loud House episodes of Season 1. Why? Let's go dancing and find out.
Here they come. These ladies are definitely gonna ask us.
Bet you a quarter they're all just gonna pass by and won't even ask for dates.
Boom! Look at that. We just figured it out.
Man, we're never gonna get dates. Oh, I can't believe we're going stag to our first Sadie Hawkins dance. And you never will.
Hey, take a close look at this shot and tell me, do you see 2 people under that table? I bet you can guess who they are.
Why are you guys under the table? I'm hiding from Ronnie Ann so she can't ask me to the dance.
What are you doing here?
I'm here for moral support.
This sounds like another I need your help kind of situation business to get out of trouble. Kind of like how you saw Thumper and Flower together in Bambi 2 when they were trying to avoid Thumper's sisters.
I thought you liked Ronnie Ann. I do, but there's a 2-for-1 deal at the arcade tonight, and there's no way I'm missing it. Yes! Here she comes.
Oh, here she comes. Watch out for she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes.
Hey guys, have you seen Lincoln? Lincoln? No. Never done her. He's definitely not under the table.
Ow!
Moron.
Woo! Up and vanished like the wind. That is until Lincoln made his way back to the Loud House.
So, did Ronnie Ann ask you to the Sadie Hawkins dance? I bet she was so excited. The Sadie Hawkins is literally the most important dance in a girl's life.
Can you all just chill out? God, bunch of thirsty creeps, aren't you?
Well, actually, Ronnie Ann didn't even ask me.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I waited around all day, but it just never happened.
Poor big brother. You must be devastated.
Oh, you know, I'll get through it somehow. What?
You lied to them.
I would have told them the truth, but believe me, they wouldn't have understood. Sometimes a little white lie works out better for everyone.
Oh, so you're gonna drink from that cup.
But ask yourselves, how far will this little lie go before you realize you're in deep shit? But at least for the very best, this is not fucking Shark Tale. Later that night, Lincoln actually heads up to the arcade to actually hang with Clyde, but...
No, dude, it's urgent. My thing is more important. Guess what, bro? I hooked you up with a date for the dance. What? Hey, so did I. So did I. Me too. Why? You were so bummed out when Ronnie Ann didn't ask you. I just wanted to make you feel better. Me too. Me too.
I don't know if these characters have been surfing the web to see how toxic the fandom is becoming about Ronnie Ann and Lincoln being together, but honestly, don't believe everything you hear from the fandom.
You guys, I wasn't bummed out. I didn't want her to ask me because I wanted to go to the arcade tonight.
Hey, look. Just take it easy, okay?
And why did you say so, ya yuts?
Because you made me feel so guilty. All that stuff about the most important dance in a girl's life.
That's not the only thing that's important for a girl's life. I know one thing that they're actually looking for that's real important to them, and I almost learned that one the hard way.
Well, you're going to the dance now, dude, because my friend will be wicked bummed if you flake on her. Mine too. Yeah, no one likes a flake.
Hey, that's a good one.
But seriously, you're going.
Now that Lincoln's situation has gradually grows more bigger, now that he has to juggle not one, but 4 dates, how would you even manage that if you had 4 girls or 4 guys?
That's not our problem, dude. You dug your own grave, Lincoln. Now you gotta lie in it. Lucky.
And when you be gone, slap that motherfucker in the face, because existence is nothing but his cruel joke on all of us!
What?
See what I say? He put himself in a bigger hole after he lied to them. He buttered the bread, now he's gonna sleep in it. And I wouldn't even blame the sisters for how they forced him to do this. He did this to himself.
And here's your raffle ticket.
Oh, there's a raffle?
Yep, the winner gets to have lunch with me in the teacher's lounge.
No thank you. I'd rather have lunch with Mr. Bullhoffner instead of you.
Well, Mr. Blabberlips, you'll be spending your lunch with me.
Fuck, I stand corrected.
Survey says...
Oh, you shot me! Blowing your brains out is my nature!
Good news, Lincoln. I've checked the entire gym and Ronnie Ann is nowhere to be found.
That's a relief. I can't let Ronnie Ann see me here after I've avoided her all day. It'll really hurt her feelings.
Haven't we been there before? Remember a certain episode when you did it to her twice? And I still did not like Lori in that episode. And why the fuck would Bobby even blame Lincoln?
I've got everything we need to make the night go smoothly. Binoculars, a stopwatch, dossiers on each of the lovely ladies, and lastly, a hidden microphone and a receiver.
Wow. You really like to be too much of a stalker your whole life, don't ya? Let's hope you never find out when these girls are actually gonna hit their period.
Oh, look, y'all, I got my period.
Pussy, pussy, pussy.
Trust me, I do not want to know about everything. But seeing how Clyde is actually being more useful in this episode to keep Lincoln on his toes with 4 dates, now we have Liam, Rusty, and Zach actually showing up. They didn't find themselves so much dates. They're just here to have fun. And man, was I blitzing during that Christmas dance in high school.
Lincoln, I'm in position. I forgot I'm afraid of heights, but I'll be okay.
Wow, you're just telling Lincoln this shit already now? Hell, as I recall, you didn't seem like you were afraid of heights before in the butterfly effect. Then again, everything was fucked up at that time. That's what all in Lincoln's head. Then again, he didn't have too much of that fear shown in Snow Way Down.
Now, at your 11 o'clock, you'll see a girl with purple streaks in her hair. That's Luna's friend, Tabby. She loves sweating to the oldies, turning it up to 11, and her ideal date is soundproofing a wall with egg crates.
Hi, Tabby, I'm Lincoln.
Good to meet ya!
Wow, there's something we don't hear so much every day. I don't know why, that's kind of odd how you have a girl's name Tabby. It's almost like you're calling a person fat. No offense, but every time I hear the word Tabby, it brings back a memory from Disney's 100 Dalmatians when Jasper was calling Sergeant Tibbs that name.
Wanna jam?
Oh, okay.
Rockin' air piano! You got some chops?
And we'll stay with you till blood squirts out your nose. This whole thing's as impromptu as go did you go? Nostalgic battle on you.
Sky Guide to the ladies, man. Your time is up. Move on to girl number 2.
Oh, sorry, Tabby. My piano elbow's acting up. Gonna grab an ice pack.
Ooh, the acting. We might be asking a little too much of these kids.
Okay, at your 6 o'clock is Luann's friend from clown school, Giggles. A Virgo with an infectious laugh, Giggles' ideal date is trying to figure out how many people she could cram into one car.
Yeah, imagine how painful that would be, about how many herbs you could actually fit into Uranus before it just couldn't take anymore.
Hey, Giggles, I'm Lincoln.
Pleased to meet ya. I heard a lot of buzz about you.
The hand buzzer. Still our biggest seller.
Good one. You got something on your shirt. Boop.
Touche.
They play around so young today, very young. You couldn't say they got birth control pills shaped like Fred Flintstone, you know?
Wrap it up, ladies, man. Girl number 3 is waiting.
Damn, Clyde. Give Lincoln 5 minutes with the girls, then have him move on. Just give him 15 or 30 seconds, and then just tell him just beat it and go.
Lucy's friend, Haiku, is an up-and-coming poet.
Oh yeah, here comes one of the best recurring characters in the show.
Her dislikes include kittens, sunlight, and people who smile too much.
That sounds just like how the way I used to be back in my school days.
How I wish something would liven up this already tedious day.
Hi, I'm Lincoln.
Hi, Lincoln. Want to hear my poem? Empty, lonely, dark. The universe is weeping. I have no tissues.
Do-do-do-do. 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 Do-do-do-do.
Okay, your turn.
Jack and Jill went up a hill to fetch a pail of water.
Are you crazy? I'm not gonna hit on a baby.
Ah, yes. The futility of teamwork. Deep stuff.
We're gonna pay a call on the Addams Family.
Time's up, ladies, man.
A simple give him a few more minutes would fucking suffice, McBride. But now that Lincoln has to wrap shit up and has to meet up with one of Lynn's friends, who we never see in the recurring episodes, now that I think about it, whatever happened to Polly and Tabby?
I think she's over by the...
I found her, Clyde.
Nailed ya, bro! In roller derby, that's a move I like to call the booty block.
You may be thinking that actually sounds like Lynn, but somehow that's not the same voice actor as Lynn.
That's time, ladies, man. Get ready for round 2.
Get on over here, then we'll commence to stroke it. I've been with other numbers, but damn, they were all bummers. 2 girls and 1 cup, that just don't add up. Reacted like a hoe, or did it on the floor. Bobby was so naughty, so get him started. You got trust in me.
What do you call a dead polar bear? Anything you want. It can't hear you now.
I'm sorry if I'm not speaking too much in this entire scene because honestly, I really much enjoyed this part. It's just really fascinating seeing all these new characters come to the actual show. I like to even ask, how did Haiku even make that? Somehow, I think I can actually figure out how the way she even did it, but then again, I don't even fucking know how Michelangelo made a fucking ballerina in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, especially when he's got 3 fingers. Hell, I tried doing this Grim Reaper shadow, and all I made was 2 bears humping each other.
What the fuck?
Please don't ask.
Everybody do the Peter Dinklage window wash. It's the 90s, so we're a little less PC.
Dude, go somewhere else if you're not used to being up that high.
How you feeling, Sky Guy?
better. I think I'm ready to go back up.
No way, Clyde. You've done enough. Thanks to your help, I've got everything under control.
You ought to watch what you say, kid. So now Lincoln got himself into so much deep shit that Ronnie Ann is actually here to the dance. He ducks under the table once more again. But somewhat, Lincoln has himself a better idea of how to handle his 4 dates while he's ducking Ronnie Ann. But in my case, ducking the devil.
You two sure like to hide under tables, don't you?
How would you guys like someone to dance with?
Sorry, Lincoln. You're not my type.
Ew, no thank you. I'm on a no-homo diet.
Not with me,
You idiot.
with girls. Girls?
On second thought, I think I'd rather dance with you.
Oh, please do not make that fucking happen. I'd rather hear one of the stepsisters sing than dance with you.
Oh, here we go.
Come on, guys, it's not that big of a deal. Pop a breath mint, look him in the eye, make sure your fly's up, and you're golden.
Clyde, I need you to go too.
Oh my god, XYZ yourselves, guys. Feels like you guys want a feeling that you actually guys want to get some. Wait for marriage for that to even happen.
Problem solved. I'll just hide under here until the dance is over.
You were saying?
Ow, don't ass bump me with that cushion of yours. Hell, in Monsters vs. Aliens, they used Susan Murphy's butt as a trampoline. Which I don't even know how the fuck they got away with that.
And hey, Casanova. Nice smooch, lover boy.
I just love finding these little words in the actual show. It's like they're reading out of a comic book. Ironically speaking, it's what inspired Chris Savina to actually make the show. Because seeing something like this, it kind of brings me back with GarageBand. Because if you take a closer look when Lisa actually sprays that stupid shit on Lola, and when her hair actually puffs off, take a close look at that smoke, and it will spell the word poof. Shit!
Lincoln?
Shit, how is this boy actually doing this? Does he take lessons from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or his sister Lucy Loud more often? I wish I could fucking do that, because I'm only good at it when it's dark out.
Diggity dang! Turn it on up to 11. I love turning it up to 11. Haiku, I have to be honest. My heart belongs to an older woman.
Are you out of your mind? Don't answer that.
My heart belongs to an older man. He just turned 200.
She's in love with Gary Oldman? He really embarrassed himself in that movie.
Yeah, his hairdo looks so queer.
I heard that.
Little girl, you are way too young to be dating older people. Hell, when I was almost becoming a teenager, I had a little life-crushing addiction to Elvira.
Attention, everyone! The lucky student who gets to have lunch with me in the teacher's lounge is Lincoln Loud.
Shit.
Lincoln? Where are you? Yeah.
Hey, fuck you, Light.
Go away, Daniel. Where you going, pussy?
Get out of here!
Lincoln? Where have you been, mate? You left me standing out there. You? He's here with me. Wrong! He's here with me.
Actually, he's here with me.
What's going on here?
You know, all 4 of these girls look cute when they actually have this face look on them. Don't know why, but it's true. But here's where Lincoln makes his actual confession. But these 4 girls actually have something to say to him.
Let me go first. I'm sorry to say this, Lincoln, but would you mind if I hung out with somebody else for the rest of the night? I really hit it off with that guy, Liam.
Yeah, and I'm having a really great time with Zach.
Yes, and I enjoy Clyde. We share the same pain.
Same with me and Rusty, though the pain is mostly his.
Sure, no problem. I'm glad you're all having fun.
Woo! I'm glad that worked out nicely.
Hey, Lincoln. Ronnie Ann, I'm really sorry. I know I hurt your feelings. I should have just let you ask me to the dance.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Isn't that why you were looking for me today?
To ask you to a lame dance? No! I wanted to invite you to the arcade. There's a 2-for-1 deal tonight. Since I couldn't find you, I just came here.
Talk about the cruel irony of what he was really going for in the very beginning before he got himself into this.
Wait, so you knew I was looking for you?
Yeah, I was kind of ducking you.
You asshole! You think this shit is funny? Do you know how devastated I was? I put a frowny face on Facebook. How am I supposed to explain that to everybody?
But to be honest, if I thought you were gonna ask me to the dance tonight, I would have ducked you too.
Good night, everybody. Now, I want you guys to rewind this and think about how that was said. I was ducking you. I would have ducked you too. Think about how closely that almost sounded like. But since Lincoln and Ronnie Ann are actually cool, being as friends, everything gets so much better in the end here. And I mean everybody, including Lincoln's friends. And I'm not gonna lie, because honestly, when this actually happened with Clyde and Haiku, somebody immediately started shipping these two. But somewhat, that didn't even last forever. In fact, none of this actually did. I mean, Giggles and Haiku may have come back, but the other two never did. And they had no reason to pick a bad fight, especially when they all were going against about who's gonna win Stella's heart.
Should we do this?
No.
I'm game if
No.
you are.
No. Whew, that was close.
Thank God.
Start! Oh, watch this. Yeah. Oh, I've got a better...
Oh, I think you're crazy. Can't have my love. Oh, I think you're crazy.
Oh, I just can't wait to do that. In fact, I'm gonna do Will Smith's Wild Wild West on this game. So that was Dance Dance Resolution. What can I say about this?
Where's your fire, girl? Takes a love, girl. Rock my world, girl.
Okay, so at very first, I thought I was gonna dislike this episode from the very beginning when it started out. When Lincoln avoids seeing Ronnie Ann because he thinks he's gonna ask him to go to the dance with her, as if the Phantom can't get that shit out of their head. And Lincoln actually gets peer pressure by his sisters after he told him a lie that Ronnie Ann declined. And it seemed this lie actually kind of worked too well with Luann, Luna, Lynn, and Lucy. And so much they booked him so many dates onto the dance. And they also threatened bodily harm on Lincoln if he were to show their friends a bad time. That's what almost caused me to dislike the episode. But there were a lot of good moments with this episode that can seem a little bit forgettable, but then again, it really kind of puts you into enjoying the episode. First off, I love the sisters' friends, Polly, Tabby, Giggles, and especially Haiku, since only two characters actually return in a few more episodes in the future. And what I really like about these characters is that Polly and Haiku are actually voiced by Georgie Kidder, which ironically speaking, they're actually friends of Lynn and Lucy, and those two are actually voiced by the same actors as well. And the other two, Tabby and Giggles, they have their own kind of voice actors along with Luann and Luna. And I really find it somewhat enjoyable with Lincoln trying to avoid Ronnie Ann while he's trying to juggling all 4 dates at the same time. And in the very end, he managed to make it all work out for the 4 of them, even for his 4 best friends. And the sisters' best friends actually dance with their respective dancer. And I can just say right now, this is pretty much a solid episode, and nobody feels unlikable in this episode. Well, for the most of it. Don't get me wrong, Lincoln did actually lie to his sisters about Ronnie Ann rejecting him to actually go to the dance, and he dug his own grave into it, and it felt pretty much justified. He did that to himself, just like he did with Season's cheating. But it kept so much this episode engaging from the start until the finish. And also about Clyde, I actually didn't find him too useless in this episode. He was pretty much useful, unlike some episodes. And that goes for Ronnie Ann. She really had some great performance in this episode. Even though she didn't want to ask Lincoln to actually go to the dance, she wanted to ask Lincoln to actually go to the arcade with her. But not as a date. Which is quite a relief since I thought they were going to kiss at that part, but thank God that never happened. Everybody got a happy ending and everybody got what they wanted in the very end without messing it up. So it's pretty much a lighthearted episode that you can really so much enjoy in season 1. I'm a Loud House critic, and speaking of about this Dance Dance Resolution, I better start playing Dance Revolution at the arcade.
In the loud house, duck, dodge, push and shove. It's how we show our love. In the loud house, one boy and 10 girls wouldn't trade it for the world.
No can do, Lincoln. I gotta keep these duck eggs warm.